And this is a team that stands out. So a moment now to see the story for Jamal Murray.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Irving. Then there's Andre Drummond. And there's Gordon. And it's Green in at the 4. They've got Howard. Towns is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now here's Murray. Passes it to Barton. To the inside. Here's Towns on the mark with the 15-footer. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Here's Barton following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside Crowder. This one for 3. Rebound San Antonio. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. He hopes to match Kyrie Irving's creativity by showing him a variety of defensive looks. Coach said Irving ruins game plans because he instantly sees what's coming and makes adjustments on the fly. So we'll see who wins this strategy session tonight. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Now here's Crowder. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he's able to get it back. Shot by Crowder, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here's Murray. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Clarkson passes to Irving, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Howard kicks to Crowder. The pass to Murray. Back to Crowder. Pass to Towns. Irving with the steal.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Off target on the 15-footer. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Clarkson passes to Irving. Lets it go from 11. It's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Towns with it. Basket counts.
Well, I like that sweet-looking shooting stroke that Towns has. So polished and efficient. His mid-range J on the...
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Towns. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Here's Clarkson. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
Here's Barton. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. Sinks the three-pointer.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
The drive by Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
What a drive to the hoop from Gordon. I mean, he only needs a step or two to take off for those throwdowns.
Martin with it. Guarded now by Irving. Outside Crowder. Pass to Towns. Over Gordon. That one a little long.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Irving, good.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Barton outside. Passes it to Howard. Murray outside. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless, the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Murray, good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And the pass to Crowder. Now here's Towns, guarded by Green. Towns kicks to Murray. Free throw line jump shot, and it's sent back by Drummond. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Barton passes to Crowder. Right side Towns. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Clock at 4. Murray, good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Irving, over Murray. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. San Antonio did not hesitate to set the pace. Some major league offense. And that wraps up the halftime.
And And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got Aaron Gordon. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Irving. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Green in at the 4 slot.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Howard, the pass to Murray, and the layup is good. Murray's got 14 points.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now, because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
To the middle, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Crowder kicks to Barton. His first shot coming late. No good off the back of the rim.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Moving against Murray. Gets an open look and hits. Murray's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Teardrop shot, and Clarkson with the nice bucket inside. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Back to Murray. Barton outside on the top of the key. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Clarkson on the wing. Barton defending. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Drummond.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Outside Crowder. Murray against Irving. Outside Towns. Drains the three-pointer. Towns has got 11.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Here's Clarkson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing a trip to the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Towns. Over Green. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Karl-Anthony Towns. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Jay Crowder out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Here's Irving. Drops one in from the wing. And the Spurs lead by 5.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Inside. And Barton gets it to go on the assist from Crowder.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
Murray against Irving. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Outside Crowder. Pass to Barton. Outside Towns. To the paint. And stolen by Drummond. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Yep, that one goes in there. Now it's a 7-point San Antonio lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Boy, despite his youth, I love the attitude Towns has because it's infectious and he seems to have the attributes of a genuine leader.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6.
Well, this is why Draymond usually makes the all-defensive team. Just a major disruptor out there.
Gordon inside. He's covered by Murray. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the middle. And Barton throws it down.
Barton stepping into the breach. He wants to take these big-time shots.
Irving against Murray. Irving attacking. Chalk up 2 there. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jordan Clarkson.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Irving double team. Outside Gordon. The pass to Irving. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team and even did a little acting along the way. Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So it's San Antonio now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now, here's Clarkson. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They seem to... David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.